Welcome back, Curriculum Mappers. As promised, Fanny and I are working on Infographic number 2 from Toronto, Canada. We're here at the EdTech team GAFE Summit, and we're taking advantage of this time to get some work done. So I'm going to hand the mic over to Fanny to open the tutorial, and then I will continue later. Fanny?
Thank you. So this is going to be an exciting part because we are getting into part 2 and we're going to concentrate on outcomes. So the most awaited videos are coming. So here we are on our curriculum folder, the one we talked about earlier. So just to remind you, there are different folders over here. For example, the admin folder, when you really take action as an administrator and you have to maintain your database and stuff like that. What we are going to look into today is the outcome folder. So you have to create a folder, and here inside this one, we are going to go through an example with humanities. So you will have several Google Forms and Google Spreadsheet on this folder, and you will also have in the admin folder an outcomes master. So I'm just going to open this one to show you how it looks like. For example, this is going to be the humanities outcomes, and you will have several other sheets over here, like different tabs with different subjects. So going back to our outcomes folder, I'll let you talk about it now, Richard.
Yeah, so the point of that outcomes master spreadsheet is to feed the Google form where we're collecting the outcomes responses. So in this example, if I open up the humanities outcomes, which I have open over here, we'll notice that I have a unit name and a document ID. These can be left aside for right now. These are actually going to be populated automatically, and we'll show you how to do that in a later video. But the focus of this video is simply getting the outcomes from the master outcomes, or the outcomes master sheet, into the Google form. So the way we do that is there's an add-on called Form Ranger, and we've used this in Infographic 1, so you should be very familiar with how this works. I'm going to launch it and start it up. And my first step is I want to populate the creativity innovation question, which is right here. And this needs to be a checkbox question because we have to be able to check multiple outcomes below this strand. So, and then once I check populate from values list, I'm going to go down and make a new values list. And this will open a picker, and in here I have my outcomes master sheet. So I can select the outcomes master, and knowing that I'm working with the humanities sheet, so as Fanny said, we would have multiple subject areas here if this were a real situation. So I'm choosing my subject area sheet, and then I'm choosing the header of the strand that I want to start listing in the Google form. So we're working with creativity and innovation in this case. And then I click next. And then just for my own organizational sake, I always give the values list name the same as the column header name. So this way I know what I'm working with. So I'm going to say creativity and innovation. And if I do save and populate question, automatically those values are added to my Google form. And what's more interesting is I can be sure that these refresh every time a form is submitted, or just every hour. So that way, if I'm updating outcomes or changing how they're worded, I can do it from one central location as opposed to going into every single form that I've created to collect those outcomes.
Saves a lot of time.
So I think we've covered all steps 1 and 2 of the infographic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So thanks for watching, and we are going to get started on video 2 in this series.